Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new. It is so good to have you. Today we are just kind of sitting, chatting and doing my makeup. I'm just going to kind of show you guys my everyday go-to ride or die, I guess, kind of makeup. And yeah, we're just going to sit and chat, and I'm just going to kind of show you guys what I do. It's not really going to be a major tutorial, I'm not going to go in depth. I'm just going to kind of show you the products I use, the brushes I use, and just slap it all on my face really. So yeah, if you kind of want to see my everyday face and how I create it, then keep watching. Is this angle okay, do we think? Let's try it and see. So I've already done my eyebrows off camera. I used to hate it when I was watching a tutorial and people would say, oh, I've just gone and done my brows off camera. I'm like, well, why not just do them on camera? And then I started YouTube and I understand why, because they're so time consuming, and especially me, I pull the weirdest faces when I do my eyebrows. So I've done my brows off camera. Basically all I do is I'll just show you like the products I use and stuff. So I use the NYX Tame Frame, I think it's called. It's tinted brow pomade. And then I use the 317 one liner brush by Zoeva. It's just a really like tapered slanted brush. It's really good for doing your brows. Then I carve them out with a flat brush. I don't know what this is. It's an unmarked, like unbranded flat brush, and it's just, as you can see, just like really flat, and it's just so easy to kind of get around the top and underneath. Carve it underneath and on top, and I go from there basically. So when I'm just doing like my everyday makeup, I don't really wear much eyeshadow. So what I do next is, instead of putting concealer on my eyes, which is what I would do to then go and put shadow on top, I literally just put foundation all over my face, including on my eyelids. And that's just kind of like how I start my base, because there's no point doing concealer on the eyes if I'm not going to do eyeshadow. So what I'm using is 24 Hour Superstay by Maybelline. I pretty much don't use any other foundation, like I really don't. This is my go-to, it's my favourite foundation. This one's actually in the shade Sun Beige because my normal one, which is Warm Sun, wasn't available. This is a little bit warm for me, but I make it work with like concealer and stuff, so it's fine. I'm just going to start by popping that on my forehead. As you can see, obviously I've already got foundation on. That's from carving out my eyebrows. So how's everyone doing? We've had lockdown extended for the second time now. So in Scotland we are still locked down. We're still not meant to be leaving the house much and doing all that. And it's kind of boring. I'm kind of getting a bit fed up with it now. I've got so much to do this year and it's all on like pause because I can't like go to work and I can't get stuff done, which is so frustrating. But I'm really hoping that I'm sorry, I keep getting hair stuck to me. This is why I always put my hair up to do my makeup. Yeah, I'm hoping that the restrictions get eased soon. I think the numbers are going down, which is so good. And in a way, part of me doesn't want lockdown eased yet, because obviously if the numbers are going down, that's a good thing, right? And that's like a step closer to like normality. So that kind of part of me doesn't want lockdown eased, but at the same time I just want to get on with my life. I just want to get on with my life, get my stuff done, go to Amsterdam, which is where me and Joe were meant to be going before lockdown happened, before coronavirus happened even. Yeah, I just want to get on with stuff, man. So I'm just kind of blending this all over my face. I don't really want to make this into like a major tutorial because it is genuinely just basic makeup. But I just thought I would show you guys the products that I use, like are my kind of go-to, or my like ride or die, if you will, kind of products. Because most of the time this is genuinely just what I do. I do the exact same thing pretty much all of the time, unless I'm doing like eyeshadow or using like a different bronzer. But this is the kind of thing that I've been doing. Can you see all my flipping chins when I do that? Great. This is the thing that I've been doing constantly over the last couple of weeks because oh no, I've dropped my beauty blender on a cream carpet. Excellent. Right, what was I even saying? Yeah, this is the thing that I've been doing over the last couple of weeks and I absolutely love it. Normally next what I would do would be to go in with concealer, so I would either go in with the Revolution Conceal and Hydrate concealer or Maybelline Anti-Age Eraser, that one. But instead of that I've been using my Anastasia, either one of them, Beverly Hills like cream contour kit. As you can tell, it's really loved by me, especially that one there. I got this so long ago, like when I just kind of started getting into makeup, and like I didn't really pick it up very much because I was like useless with it and I just made myself look daft. But I started like kind of picking it up again not that long ago and I've really been liking it. So I'm just going in with that like yellowy shade that I showed you later, the one that I really like, and I'm just kind of popping that under my eyes and down the side of my nose just to kind of lighten under my eyes and kind of give that a bit of definition. And I'm just going to pop it on the spots where I would put concealer, so under my eyes, kind of down the bridge of my nose, on my chin, and on my forehead. And then I obviously just blend it out with my beauty blender. One thing that I've known is these products aren't necessarily like, they're not as thin as a concealer, so they're actually like creams, which makes them a wee bit harder to blend out with a beauty blender. But as long as you're patient, they do blend out eventually. Maybe it's because mine is actually really old. As you can see, that's just kind of lightening under my eyes a wee bit. It's kind of brightening them because I have had practically no sleep for the past 2 nights. I had what we think was food poisoning about 4 days ago now, and I'm feeling better in myself, but I'm still really tired. But I've like ever since being really ill that day, I've been having the strangest dreams, and I've been waking up like maybe like every hour, like not in a panic, but feeling like I need to do something, or feeling like there's something that I've forgotten to do, and then obviously having those really weird dreams as well. And it's just like, I'm kind of sick of it now because I'm getting really flipping tired, man. For like warming up my face like slash my contour, I'm gonna use this palette again, and I'm gonna go in with this shade here. Am I? Yeah, this shade here. And I'm going to pop it like on my forehead, down my cheeks, side of my nose, everywhere really. I'm just using the Real Techniques 200 Expert Face Brush. I wanted like a smaller brush just because I find that when I try to blend out cream contour with a beauty blender, it's not the easiest because it doesn't really stay in one place because your beauty blender is so big. I find it kind of disperses it a little bit more, whereas I kind of want it contained a wee bit, just a wee bit more. I am guilty of wearing far too much of this. I go too ham and I end up looking like I've just dipped my face in the mud. But like I love it. I love being bronzed. I love this contour kit. It's just so nice. It's got so many, like, there's only 6 shades, but they're like so diverse and they're so good for if you've got paler skin, if you've got like a darker skin tone. It's just fab. I just love it. And this brush is actually amazing at blending it out, by the way. Like, it's so good. I just kind of pat it in. As you can see, I don't really swipe it. I just kind of like pat. Anyone else do the fish face when they're trying to, you know, actually find their cheekbones if you've got a moon face like me? Don't mind me. Talk amongst yourselves. Yeah, I wear a lot of this because, as I said, I don't really have cheekbones anymore. I used to. Don't anymore. It's such a hard life, it really is. Okay, when you've successfully finished caking your face in that, we are going to go ahead and powder. So what I do is I just kind of take my beauty blender and just pat it over the crease of my eye again, because my eyes crease so much because I have quite hooded eyes, And obviously when you're powdering, you don't want to powder straight on top of creases because it doesn't look good. And I just use a smaller brush to powder my eyes. It is the 222 Luxe All Over Shader from Zoeva. I just take my powder, which is just the translucent one from Maybelline. It's like the Fit Me pressed powder. It's just the white one, the translucent one. I just kind of go in there and make sure that my whole eye is nice and set. And I'm just going to use, this is a foundation brush from Real Techniques, but I just use it for powder. I just think it's so much easier. And I'm kind of focusing mostly under my eyes, just because, like I said, under my eyes and my eyelids crease really easily, and down the side of my mouth as well, where my smile lines are, and on my chin. I have really oily skin, like really oily skin, so I kind of powder everywhere, but I put more on the bits that get oily faster, so like right in the middle of my T-zone and my chin especially. And then I kind of just work the powder into the rest of my face. And as you can see, that contour is still there. Whereas I find if I use like concealer, like a darker concealer, which I also like to do, as a cream contour, I feel like it disappears when I powder my face down. So then I have to go in with bronzer, which to be honest I'm going to do anyway, because I just go way too ham with bronzer. Bronzer is my downfall. But if I don't feel like it one day, when I'm doing this kind of stuff with my skin, I don't actually have to, because it's already there. For just kind of like deepening that contour, I'm going to go in with the Morphe contour kit. This is a powder one. Again, as you can tell, loved by me. I'm missing 2 whole shades, which is great. I need to get another one actually, and I'm just using the Morphe, I'm just using the Morphe E4 brush, and we're going to focus more on this shade here. It's kind of warmer, whereas I find these 3 ones can sometimes actually create a bit of like a muddy look on your face, and it's not really the best. So we're just going for the warmer one, and we're just going to kind of pat that all over where we've already done our cream contour, and just kind of blend it out a wee bit. Not going to do too much, just because obviously it's already there, but just kind of deepening that a wee bit. It is like, oh, it's snowing a blizzard outside. Now I've got to go out. I hate snow. I like it to look at, and recently I like it for snowboarding. Yeah, Joe took me snowboarding. Well, actually no, it was my idea. Ow. Yeah, me and Joe went snowboarding. I was actually alright at it. Like, I didn't fall to my death, which is a success if you ask me. What I like to do next is I like to use a really light powder to sculpt under my cheekbones. And this just kind of sculpts your jaw out. Your cheekbones even more. I like to pop a bit on my chin, under my eyes, and on my forehead. And what that does is it just kind of brightens up your central features. I'm going to go ahead and pop some lashes on. I don't actually know what lashes these are, because I have about 7 pairs of eyelashes here, and I'm pretty certain that none of them are in the right box. It's doing my head in, stressing us out even talking about it. But I'm going to put these ones on. They're so nice. They're really fluffy. I think these ones might be Eyelure, I think that's how you say it. But I don't actually know which style it is, sorry. Just going to use my dual glue. I use the blue one, the light blue one. It's the best. It's so like strong, but it comes off your lashes really easily. And I just leave them to dry for like a couple of minutes sitting on my dresser while I go ahead and do my eyeliner and mascara. I'm just going to highlight my brow bone before I do my eyeliner and mascara, just because if I do it after I've done my eyeliner, the highlight just kind of falls and sticks onto my eyeliner and it just makes it look really bad. I'm just using an eyeshadow brush from Zoeva to do this. I just find it so much easier than a big fan brush. It kind of just puts the product exactly where I want it. Where I want it. and then I'm going to finish my highlighter off later. So for my eyeliner I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex Easy Glide Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner, and I'm not going to do a wing, I'm literally just going to line my lash line, and then that just kind of blends the lash line of your false lashes better into your own lash line. Does that make any sense? I hope so. See what I mean when I say that when I do stupid faces when I do my makeup? I don't know why I do this, but I hunch up. And then I'm following that with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. The only thing I actually really cannot stand about this mascara is how flipping massive this wand is. Like, there's no need for it to be that chunky, especially if you've got hooded eyes like me. You just end up putting it everywhere. I like a really thin mascara wand brush thing. Not putting loads on, because the less mascara you put on, the better that your lashes are going to blend with them. While my lashes are drying, I'm just going to go in and finish off my highlight. So just pop it on my cheekbones using the same brush I did to do it in my brow bone. Kind of work it up slightly on top of the brow, end of my nose, down the bridge of my nose, and the other side. I just used the MAC Whisper of Guilt to do that. I'm using the Jamie Genevieve's one as well at the moment. It's Vive, I can't remember the name of it. Bijou. That's really good as well. They're both really bright. I leave my lashes to dry for quite a while, don't worry, I've not forgotten about them. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish off my eyebrows now. And when I say finish them off, like, they're pretty much already done. But what I do is I just take the brush and I just extend them a little bit. So I extend the front of the brow, so I do underneath and on top, and then I kind of fill them in. I always wait and do this bit last, because if I did my entire brow at the start, then they would just get like muddy and like smudged and everything. Just gonna kind of sweep away some of that white, like really light powder that I put on earlier, just so that it's not too harsh on the face. And then I'm just gonna pop my lashes on. So I did have big long nails that I did myself, and because I hadn't had nails in so long, I couldn't do anything with them, so I cut them off, and I've now just got my little stubby normal nails, which are rank but easier to do things with, like putting on lashes. So what I do is I just hold my mirror a wee bit lower, look down and just pop them on as close to the lash line as I can get them, and then I just kind of let them sit there for a wee bit before I start to tweak them around, just so that the glue can kind of bond to my lash line. While they're kind of like drying on the eye, I'm going to go ahead and do, I think I've forgotten lipstick. Forgotten lipstick. My favourite lip combo at the moment is the Vive lip liner in the shade Rumour, and the Maybelline lipstick in 930, yeah, 930 Nude Embrace I think it's called. The lip liner is a wee bit darker, so I just kind of put a little bit on. I don't necessarily like full on line my entire lips, I kind of just do it really lightly and then blend it out with my finger, and then go in with my lipstick and kind of blend it all together. Somebody said to me on one of my social medias the other day, they're like, do you think like people don't know that you overline your lips? No, because it's blatantly obvious. Like, my lips, it's not to the point, obviously it's not to the point where I literally just draw a circle like with my lips right in the middle. Like, it is my lips, it's just on top of not the arch. I just kind of pop it just on top of my lip line. Not like, I don't do it to the point of you can actually see my lips in the middle of this massive circle I've drawn. And I don't care if people know that I overline my lips. Especially at the moment when we can't go and get our lips done anymore because we're in lockdown. I think nobody has the right to kind of tell you what you can and can't do with your makeup. If it makes you feel better about yourself and you like it, then do it. If you think people don't know that you overline your lips, I literally show people that I do it. Dafty. Right, last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of like squeeze my lashes closer to my lash line. Just so that I know they're really on there. And I'm just going to shove some mascara just to kind of blend them both together, and then shove some bottom mascara on as well. And then that is essentially it. The one thing that I do though is I take a makeup wipe and I kind of like rub it in between my fingers, and this is going to look rank, but I promise I'm not picking my nose, but I just push my nose ring out and then wipe round my nose ring, because I cannot stand seeing it when folk have nose rings on and they're caked in makeup. Like, it just gives me the fear. It's just one of my things. So yeah, you guys, that is how I do my everyday like go-to ride or die, whatever you want to call it, makeup. I love this makeup, and it's kind of like quite simple and quite glowy, and just I love the skin because that foundation like paired with my contour kit and stuff, it's just a dream. I just absolutely love it. If you do want to kind of see how I do my eyebrows, there is a video up on my channel. It was ages ago though, so you might need to do a wee bit of scrolling, but if you want to see, because I can just never be bothered to do them on camera when I'm doing makeup. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I thought I would like kind of break up the challenge videos or whatever they are. I don't know if it's not really a challenge. Half of them I'm just sitting drinking answering your questions, but like I thought I'd break up those kind of videos because I do a lot of them because I really enjoy doing them. But when I started my channel, a lot of people said they wanted to see makeup, which was lovely. So yeah, I thought I'd break it up and kind of do this video and sit and chat to you guys. Has the snow? Yes! Sorry, I know that I'm looking like I'm looking out my window there, but my mirror's there and I can see out my window from my mirror because my window's there. But I think the snow's gone off a bit, so I'm going to run while I can, because I do not want to get caught in a snowstorm blizzard thing, because I can't be doing that. I can't, especially when I've just done all this. So much effort for nothing, but it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed this video, please give me a like, comment, share, etc, whatever takes your fancy. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you do want to join the wee fam I'm creating over here on YouTube, give me a wee subscribe. We are a lovely bunch so far and we would love to have you. Take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye guys.